Oh, beloved friends, I am so happy to welcome you to day 3 in our Angel Healer Summit. And I'm just really happy. In fact, my soul doth magnify the Lord in joy and pleasure and peace to welcome our guest today, Alistair Cockley. Welcome, Alistair.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me.
The reason I say that is because Alistair has such a deep and profound and intimate relationship with Mother Mary and Jesus and the angels. It is such a profound relationship. And this relationship has been a guiding force in his life. So, Alistair, please tell us how the Holy Mother has guided you on your journey in life.
Well, I suppose it started when I was very young. I was always very close to my late aunt. Her name was Mary as well. And I was always going on pilgrimages throughout Ireland and further afield. And actually, my first time going on a plane and going abroad was to Medjugorje when I was 12 years of age. And it really touched me. It just was such a special place. And the peace that I found there was just immense. There was this particular sanctuary there, which was the Oasis of Peace, and just the beautiful energy that was there was just, I just always had an affinity with Mother Mary, and I would go to lots of prayer groups with my aunt over the years. And so I realized it wasn't until later that I realized that the angels were always guiding me. And even from a very young age, I always used to say my guardian angel prayer every night, O angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here, ever this night be at my side to light and guard, to rule and guide. And I still say it every night to this day because it just is so comforting to me. And I never realized that not everyone else does that. It just seemed so natural to me. I presumed everyone was doing that, but so the angels were always connecting me from a young age. And obviously Mother Mary is the queen of the angels, so she wants to bring us all together and guide us on the earthly on the earthly plane.
As the Queen of Angels, she has a special affinity for our Queen Elizabeth, who just passed yesterday. And you are in the UK, so I think she's closer to your heart than she is to me here in America, but I've still enjoyed watching her from afar. And you were this morning in the Rosary recitation, you were talking a little bit about her. How does Queen Mother, Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth connect with Queen of the Angels, Mary, in your heart?
Well, I suppose that she is a motherly figure, and I think the fact that she stood the test of time, she was, in reign for 70 years, so she had tremendous stability, and as a mother, that is like the archetypal role of a mother, to be tremendously stable amidst so much chaos in a family. There's different things happening, and she certainly witnessed tremendous changes not only in her own family but also globally. And whilst there might be many people who might criticize her or criticize the monarchy, ultimately she is holding an archetypal figure and role in the world as part of God's divine plan. And I don't think many other people could hold such a role. I think that type of role, being a king or a queen, takes tremendous strength and courage. And I would find it hard to imagine that King Charles would be able to hold the same stature as she did. So I think she would be very difficult steps to follow. And I just think that even listening to people on the radio the last couple of days in Ireland and the UK, even people who weren't so interested in her, they're really touched by her passing, particularly because it happened on the birth of Mother Mary. Do you know?
What perfect timing and what a beautiful connection with
Yeah.
a queen here on earth and the queen of the heavens. As I was feeling it, many people die every day. That just happens. They die from old age and illness and from conflict and war. And as I was imagining yesterday, Queen Elizabeth's escort into the heavens by the angels, I know that it had to be a glorious and magnificent thing to witness for those who have vision to see it. And I wasn't totally tuned into it, but I could feel that escort in my being. I could feel the love and the comfort and the tenderness, the comfort
Mm.
flowing out to all of the people in Britain and all of the people in the world at this immense passing. And that also brought me back to Mother Mary because I could feel Mother Mary there with her. And I could also feel um, when Mary passed, there was like a time link that connected Mary's human passing. Um, they say she was in France when she made her departure, and that feels good to me. I'll put it that
Yeah.
way, for however you believe. And I could also simultaneously feel the magnificence and the glory of when Mother Mary made her passing. I've
Mm,
read some accounts of it and the glory of it and just the beauty of it from those who were there. And I could also feel simultaneously that every single one of us are worthy of that
mm,
much love and adoration. Not
mm,
only when we make our passing, when we die and leave our body, when our soul is escorted into the heavens, but
mm,
also every day in life.
mm.
We are so worthy of that love and that comfort and that guidance. And so that brings me around to your topic, Alistair. I love this title, Love is the Answer. So can you share with us a bit of how this divine love has been the answer for the challenges that you've faced in your life?
Well, I suppose that, my spiritual journey, as I said, started when I was quite young, going on pilgrimages and going to prayer meetings with my aunt. And then as I got older, I got more into kind of new age spirituality and getting my angel cards and things like that. And in my 20s, I just began to experience just challenges of the world, both in career and relationships, and also even in my teenage years as well. After I came back from Medjugorje, I remember I was starting secondary school, what we would be middle and high school in America. And in Medjugorje, I was in this blissful place. And then I came back to the reality, the harsh realities of middle and high school and the bullying and different things that can take place. And it's not until latterly I was looking back at that time and I kind of thought, oh, I can now see what I was going through with a new lens of I couldn't quite understand why people were so mean and not so friendly to one another, because my nature was very loving and very forgiving and very understanding. And then people were so mean and judgmental. And I was like, oh my God, how can you not be so compassionate to the teachers? Or, I could see that people are trying their best. And so I began to realize, oh, this isn't this is a different world that I've come from. And now when I look back at it, I feel like I was like an angel from heaven just plonked here into the earth while I'm going,
Oh, you
where
are. You are that, Alistair. You are an angel from heaven here walking the
where
earth
have
for
I? And
sure.
somebody even looked at a family photograph recently. They said it looks like he just was plonked into that family. Where he doesn't belong in that family. Where did he come from? And I was like, oh my God, why is everyone being this way? Because when I came in when I was very young, I was so free spirited. When I was about 5 in school, I was incredibly free spirited. I wasn't afraid of school at all. And the teachers were even astounded by me because they're like, oh my God, he's been here before. That like everyone was crying going to school and I was very carefree and just, but as time went on, then I began to retreat into my spirit because I think as earth angels, this world is a harsh environment for us because we're sensitive beings and we pick up everything. And so over time, I retreated my big expansive energy and retreated inwards. Um, and so latterly, as I got older, I began to think, what is it that I'm truly seeking? And what is it that's most needed in the world? And for me, it was that divine love. So as I got closer to God and the angels throughout my 20s and that journey, I began to feel that divine love of the angels. They brought me on different courses and I met different spiritual teachers. And I began to realize that it was that longing to feel God's love, to know that I was loved for who I was, because for me, my experience of life was that I didn't always experience that outwardly. I was searching everywhere, I was searching externally through people, to places, through things, through material things, thinking if I get here, if I get there, if I get this thing, I'll be happy and I'll experience this love. So it was this searching, endless searching, that I wanted to come home to God. And it hasn't been till I've met people like yourself and gone on this spiritual journey that I've experienced that divine love. And now I'm very passionate about helping other people to realize this love, because I think that's what the greatest hunger for in this world is at the moment. It's love. It's not electricity or food or anything else. It's love. It's love is what the world is so desperately needing. And not a kind of romantic love, whilst that is beautiful and lovely. I think that what I've learned is that, humanity, we're not teaching people from a young age to connect to this divine love. It's not something that's taught in our schools or in our families, particularly now that we live in a very secular world. People might even get like a glimpse of that concept, that there is a creator that has a force of love. So it's the love is very much focused from parents and family and from an earthly perspective. And so I I feel that we need that divine love. We need to connect to the higher realms, because God's love is unconditional. Earthly love is very conditional, even if it's the most loving love. I fundamentally feel that there is no greater love than the love of God and God's love, which I'll help everyone here experience in our meditation today, to just to feel the immensity of God's love. Because and we all connect to that love when we pass over. We can connect to it when we're on the earth plane. But when we pass over, all of our earthly problems, all of our challenges, and my mum passed away last year, and when I've connected to her energy, she's lighter. She's not worried about all the challenges she was worried about on the earth plane, worried about your health, worried about money, worried about bills, worried about this, that, and the other thing. It's like all of that just falls away, and then you're just left with your spirit, which can be just pure love and total understanding. And I just want to tell people about this love. I want people to feel this love, because lots of people, even in my own faith, I'm a Catholic. Sometimes that isn't always conveyed, and it wasn't conveyed explicitly to me. Now I do get it when I go, because I'm able to draw out what I need. I know what's the truth, and I'm able to discern what's directly coming from God and what's maybe not. And I just feel that is the solution to all of the challenges that we face, both individually and globally as well. At the moment, humanity is going through immense challenges, you know, and we need to think love is not going anywhere. Love is not going to go out of fashion, this time next year or 5,000 years from now. So if love is never going to go out of fashion, then we need to make decisions that are rooted in divine love. Whereas I think at the moment, most of the decisions that are made in our world, politically, economically, scientifically, in education, it's very much short term. It's like maybe 50 years maximum, even for the environment, maximum 100 years is how far our vision can stretch. But God's vision is eternity. We need to plan for the eternity and know that, I was thinking today the Taj Mahal came to my mind. I was thinking of that was built out of love, and it's still standing the test of time. But I wonder, do many of the buildings that we're building today, will they be here in so many years from now if they're not built out of that energy of love? Do you know, that vibration of love? So I feel that we need to remember that that is our nature, that's who we truly are. Love is who we truly are.
Oh, so beautifully said. Yes, love is the nature of our true essence. And when we can get beyond the issues of our daily life, when we can begin to connect in with through our heart, with our soul, with our holy self, with our Christ presence, with our eternal self, we begin to know ourselves as a being of love. You talked about bullies earlier, and the bullies, we discover when we get to really know who they are, we discover that they themselves were bullied and they are being bullied and abused. Like the children, the ones that are
Mm,
bullied are the ones who are being beaten and abused and bullied at home. And all they know is to pass that along. And
mm,
we see that out in conflicts in the world. If
mm,
the people were knew how to access that pure divine love in their hearts, we would see a whole lot less fighting. I think war would completely cease. Like I'm going to war. I don't think so. I'm going to kill somebody. Nah,
no,
just not going to happen. um, And so as we access that divine love, we begin to have far more compassion for the suffering that other people are in. We can begin to see them in a new light, to recognize that they're acting out their pain, and what they need is to be loved.
Mhm.
So before we go into that meditation with you, Alistair, I'd love to hear a little bit more about how um, your angel mystic skills came through. Like you've talked about feeling the presence of love. What other inner skills do you have? I've witnessed you in action, so I know you got, the full thing, you got the full suite going on there. But can you talk about how you perceive the divine, and yeah, how you perceive the divine, and maybe even a little bit about how that came about in your life?
So I would kind of connect to the divine very much from a clairvoyance point of view. I would be a very visual person, but also claircognizant. I just get this sense of knowing. And even lately, maybe the last couple of years, the angels have said to me, if you think you know something, you know it. And even if it's at a larger scale within the world, if you think, you know, such and such a thing happened this way, that's truth, because it's like Archangel Raziel or whoever is drawing down that wisdom from source, going, I'm planting this truth within you. And you might go to check it out online or somewhere else that it mightn't be able to, check it out exactly, but you have to trust that we're conveying truth to you in a clear cognizance way. So it's just this knowingness, and it's just without doubt. And I know that whenever I follow that, I go places in life and everything goes swimmingly, smoothly. But sometimes when I don't trust that, and you think of your logic mind, challenges occur. So the angels are like saying, you must listen to this. Um, so it came about, I suppose, over a course of my life. So I suppose I started connecting to the angels probably in 2015 in a more formal sense from a course. I did a course to connect with the angels. And I remember just hearing about the archangels. I had a lovely angel teacher in Dublin, in Ireland, Sandra Ray, and she was talking about Archangel Gabriel and Michael, and I was just like, I never felt so alive, because there was so many courses out there within the spiritual domain. I was thinking, which course will I do? There was Reiki, and there was this, and there was that, and I was like, oh my God, where do I start? And being a Sagittarius, I like to learn about lots of different things. So I'm like, can I do them all? But slowly by bit by bit, I began drawing back to the angels, and the angels then brought me to integrated energy therapy. I don't know if you've heard of that, IET, but that was channeled by Stephen Thayer in New Jersey in the States. And a lot of healing modalities came first from America to Ireland, and then we learned them over here. But when I did that, that just really amplified my connection to the angels. I was like, oh my God, where have you been my whole life? It was so beautiful. I just loved the energy, because I was never really particularly, I did Reiki 1 and 2, but I never particularly resonated with the energy of Reiki. For me, it was like full on in, and you could be sick for days, whereas the angels are just so clever in that they give you the healing exactly as you need it, and you go on very gently and blissfully. You're not overpowered by the energy. So I loved that integrated energy therapy. And also I did seraphic wisdom when I was in the States, in New York, which is connecting to the seraphim angels, and connects to Seraphadalian, who is the seraphim angel for the United States of America, and his energy is anchored in New York. So that was a beautiful modality that connected me to the seraphim angels, and just further connected me. And I've also done courses with the unicorns as well. So each and every step has just brought me further and further along, and closer to God, to Jesus, Mother Mary. And so for me, it's all encompassing. Some people look at me and say, okay, you connect with the angels and Jesus and Mother Mary and the unicorns. And I'm like, yeah, they're all part of the one thing. I don't see them as separate. And the dragons in there and everything.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So when you talk about being clairvoyant, how do you know? How do you see? Like when I talk about seeing, it's not like somebody's standing there in the room with me.
Yeah. I'd be terrified if Archangel Michael appeared right now. Um, But yeah, no, like when I did the IET, the angels were teaching me to trust. So I was doing that modality and I was practicing and practicing and practicing. But I just began to get vision, but I began to just trust my visions. I never began to say, oh no, that's just my imagination. I just always
So,
trusted.
can you describe a vision? Because they're like for me, they're really subtle, and if I don't tune in instantly, it's just gone.
So like it's like I just visualize in my mind's eye, I just see the angel standing there. I mean, sometimes at night I'm in my room, I just see, I think they've amplified that in the last number of years. And even when my aunt passed 2 years ago, I was getting stronger visions again. I got a vision of like Archangel Michael and Jesus at the end of my bed. And um they gave me like Jesus gave me a golden sword, and but it was like just after my aunt had passed. So I just it's so comforting to me. And sometimes I just see Jesus standing in front of me and I feel his presence. I sense he's there. And I'm like, is that you? Are you really here? And I just say, Jesus, I need a hug. And he just opens his arms and I go over to him and he just wraps his arms around me and he said, everything is going to be okay. Just trust, So for me, the visualization, I love visions. I love visual things. So for me, it's so comforting, so I just imagine. I mean, again, it's our imagination. People, we all have an imagination, so it's just vividly imagining what things to be and trusting that to be real. So I think it's trusting more what the angels give us, for it not to be something that's just to doubt, but to trust that it's coming into your awareness and imagination for a reason. That at some level your consciousness is aware of it and has experienced it for real. So now, if I imagine anything from about the heavenly realms, I just go, that's the way it looks like, and I'm not going to doubt that, you know.
Oh, lovely. Would you guide us into a meditation now?
I will
We
certainly.
would
Okay.
love that.
So if everyone just wants to get comfortable in their chairs or wherever they are, and just place both of your feet on the ground, and just take a nice deep breath in and release, and take another deep breath in and let go, and take another deep breath in and surrender to all that is. And now just begin to visualize a column of golden light extending from your spine and your heart space down into the center of the earth. And just feel this column of light anchoring your energy to the earth plane, to the center of the earth. It's grounding your energy so that all of the heightened energy that you're going to experience shortly, it's grounded in your body, and you can bring it forth as you go about your days and the days and weeks that lie ahead. It's no good staying up in the heavenly realm. We want to bring it right down here to our bodies and to the earth. So just really feel that energy strengthening now to the earth. And Mother Earth loves when we send her healing energy from the divine, because she even supports us more in our lives. And now, standing before you, we have Jesus and Mother Mary are standing before you. And just begin to see Jesus dressed in a beautiful golden robe, and he's really radiating golden energy. And Mother Mary is dressed in a beautiful white robe, and just feel her heart radiating. See the love emanating from her heart, as the love is emanating from both our hearts into your heart. And they gently take your hands, and you begin to float upwards on a cloud into the heavenly realms. And now we arrive in the heavens, and you begin to see steps before you, and you begin to walk up these steps, and these massive doors open as you begin to enter into the throne room of God. This is the epicenter of the entire creation. This is where the source of all love resides. Everything that we experience emanates from this epicenter. This is the core of all of the universes. And as we begin to move further and deeper into this immense space, we begin to see choirs of angels on our left and our right that go on for infinity. And before us, we begin to see God residing on the throne, and Jesus takes his place at the right hand of the Father, and Mother Mary is seated on the left hand side. And we begin to become aware of the immense love that God is radiating towards us. God is radiating the most powerful light that we have ever imagined. It is almost so bright that it is blinding, but it's not. We feel this light entering into our entire body and being, and it's beginning to heal every cell in our being. We're beginning to come home to who we truly are. And God says to us, my dear child, I have been waiting for you. I am overjoyed to welcome you. I am so proud of all you have done to enable my divine plan to unfold upon the earth plane. I know you have journeyed for eons throughout lifetimes to embody my divine love, to embody my divine peace, joy, truth, and wisdom. But know that I am with you every step of the way. This is your heavenly home, and this is where your angelic being resides, and this is where you can draw forth your strength for the days, weeks, months, and years that lie ahead on your earthly journey. And now the seven archangels begin to appear, and they stand round you in front of the throne of God in a semicircle. We have Archangel Michael, Uriel, Raphael, Gabriel, Shamuel, Jophiel, Zadkiel standing before us, and just begin to become aware of the beautiful colours of each and every archangel, the blues, the golds, the greens, the yellows, the whites, the purples, the pinks. Just feel the energy and the rays that they emit throughout the entire creation. Just begin to feel the immense love that is present in this throne room. And to the left and right of God, we see the throne angels sitting in their thrones, guarding the throne of God. And the seraphim angels are above, hovering above, ensuring all of creation is evenly balanced, spreading the love and light throughout the entire creation. We feel at home, we feel at one. This is where we have come from, and we have come here to renew our spirit, to renew our soul. We chose to come as part of God's divine plan to bring forth divine love on the earth plane, to help bring light, to help bring truth, to help bring justice, wisdom, compassion, and understanding and peace to the earth plane. For many souls who are walking in darkness, we have come to enlighten their path and to show them the way so they can return safely home to their heavenly home. And now God begins to place the full armor of God on your entire being, and now begin to see this beautiful golden armor being placed on your body and being so that you can stand tall like a warrior, a true warrior of God, because you are a warrior for the light. You are an ambassador of light and love on the earth plane, and there is no greater force than this love and light. Begin to feel this energy of this armor of God now. It totally and utterly protects every fiber of your being, so only divine love can enter your being on the earth plane. And now Archangel Michael steps forward towards you, and Archangel Michael has a gift for you. Archangel Michael wants to give you a beautiful golden sword, and accept the sword into both of your hands and begin to place it above your head as you raise your arms above your head. And God now is blessing and attuning this sword to his vibration so that you too can embody the strength of Archangel Michael. You are an ambassador of God at Archangel Michael on the earth plane, for you are helping to support his mission to bring forth a divine plan. And now Archangel Uriel steps forward in his beautiful golden cloak. And Archangel Uriel represents power, and Uriel is going to give you the gift of power so that you can stand tall and strong in who you truly are, because you are a powerful being of God. And Archangel Uriel places a beautiful golden cloak around your being. So just feel that beautiful, majestic golden cloak, which is sparkling and shimmering, being placed over your armor now. And you begin to feel the presence and power of Uriel as Uriel strengthens your solar plexus so that you can fully anchor and embody this divine sacred power. True power is fully balanced and it never seeks to overpower any other being.
Alistair, you're muted. Can you please unmute yourself? Thank you.
Archangel Raphael is now attuning your hands, your heart, and your eyes to his healing ray so you can bring forth the gift of healing from Raphael in your life and with those you meet on a day-to-day basis. Archangel Gabriel steps forward in his beautiful, majestic white cloak, and Archangel Gabriel gives you the gift of truth. He now places the flame of purification into your heart so that you can only speak your truth. For there is only one truth, and that is the truth of our Heavenly Creator God. And you now have the power to witness anything that is not of the absolute truth, so that humanity everywhere may be restored to oneness, to truth and justice, for it is truth that will truly set humanity free. Now Archangel Samuel steps forward in her beautiful pink energy, and just feel that pink energy radiating from her being. And she has the gift of love to give you, and she places a pink heart shape into your heart as a symbol of her unending love for you, for she radiates the love of God, which is a fiery love. So just feel that immense love now entering into your heart, reminding you of how much your Creator loves you. And you are a symbol of God's love on the earth plane. This love is so powerful that you can withstand anything that you experience in life, because this love helps you to bring this energy forth and to pierce through any other illusions of fear, of doubt, for love is above everything in truth. So just feel that love entering your being and truly welcome it. Archangel Jophiel steps forward in the beautiful yellow energy, and Jophiel blesses you with the gift of joy and gives you a beautiful ball of yellow light and places it into your being. And Jophiel is blessing you with the energy of beauty so that you may have beautiful thoughts, because Jophiel says that true joy starts with your thoughts. When you have thoughts of beauty and joy for yourself, you begin to have thoughts of beauty and joy for others and those that you meet, for you understand the true beauty of God. You only see beauty everywhere you go, for you look at life and others through the eyes of Jophiel. Jophiel sees that beauty everywhere throughout God's creation. So welcome that gift of joy and beauty now, so that your thoughts may be transformed into beautiful, uplifting, loving, positive, and joyful thoughts for you and for everyone you meet. Zadkiel steps forward with the healing presence of forgiveness, and Zadkiel in his beautiful violet colour gives you the gift of the violet flame. He places the violet flame into your heart now, so that you carry the energy of forgiveness, so that you can not only forgive those in your life, but you can also help others to forgive those that they find hard to forgive, because you recognize that true forgiveness is love incarnate. It comes from divine love. It is transmutation of all pain, of all suffering into God's divine love. And just accept this gift of forgiveness now from Zadkiel, because Zadkiel says forgiveness is what's needed on the earth plane for God's divine plan to unfold and for divine love to be present everywhere. Everyone has experienced hurt of some sort, but it is only through forgiveness that we can return to love ourselves and to love others. By being an ambassador of this energy, we can teach others the importance of forgiveness. And now the archangels just stand again in a semicircle around you, and you're now going to turn towards the earth plane. And you're going to send healing to anyone in your family or friends or in your immediate circle that needs healing at this time. And the archangels are going to support you by channeling their energy through you, so that you can send this healing energy to your loved ones, your partners, your family, your relations, your pets, anyone that needs healing at this time. So just send out all of the gifts that the archangels have just bestowed upon you: the love, the forgiveness, the healing, the truth, the joy, the strength, the power. Feel them receive this beautiful gift of healing, so that they may know that they are loved. For when we return to love, we are healed. All suffering, doubt, confusion that exists on the earth plane is merely a sign that we are out of alignment with the love of God. When we come back into that love, that alignment with love, we are healed, we are whole, we are complete. So feel your family members receive this healing now. And now we're going to start our healing for planet Earth. So as you stand in the throne room of God, God is emanating the immense love through the archangels and into you, as well as Jesus and Mother Mary. They're channeling their energy through you, and all of the seven mighty archangels and the choirs of angels. And now we're going to channel our energy to the earth plane, and we're going to see planet Earth covered in a beautiful golden light, which is the light of heaven, the light of God, infusing planet Earth with pure divine love. We're also asking the Holy Spirit, come, Holy Spirit, come, Holy Spirit, come, Holy Spirit, and bestow your gifts upon the earth plane. Help everyone everywhere to feel God's divine love. Help everyone everywhere remember who they truly are, that they are sons and daughters of the Most High, and that they are loved unconditionally for who they are. They are lovable because they exist. Help them to feel the divine peace of God. We see this golden light spreading right across the world, and now we send 16 billion unicorns, two for every soul and more. One is not enough. May the unicorns touch everyone everywhere right across the world. May they touch their hearts, and may they make everyone everywhere know that they are loved, that they are worthy, that they are children of God, and they have not been forgotten about. Those everywhere who are suffering, who are starving, who are experiencing injustice and unimaginable circumstances. We ask that the unicorns bless them and help them, remind them that they are not forgotten, that they too have the power of God within them, and they too are divinely loved. We ask for 16 billion angels and more to surround every soul across the entire planet, those that are suffering, that are starving, that are in darkness, that are in pain, that are feeling suicidal, that are feeling depressed, that are experiencing anxiety, those that are engaged in acts of evil. We ask that the angels will touch their hearts, so that they may remember that they are loved. Because when each soul remembers that they are loved, it can help them change their path. It can help them to change their thoughts. It can help them to choose love over fear, help them to choose love over evil, and helps them to remind them that they are loved, irrespective of what they experience during their lives, where they may not have experienced love. The angels, God, and the unicorns are now reminding everyone everywhere that they are loved for who they are. They are unconditionally loved, equally. No one is loved more than another. God sees everyone everywhere equal. No archangel is above another. All are equal despite the roles they play. Everyone's role is significant, and everyone's part is needed to allow the divine plan to unfold for all of humanity. Begin to see all of this love spread right across the world now, as we begin to see people's hearts open. Some people's hearts may have been hardened through the suffering that they've experienced. We begin to feel their hearts melt as they feel this love. Just this touch of the divine love can create miracles. We ask God to send forth your miracles upon the earth plane. God is preparing all of humanity for the challenging weeks and months that lie ahead. God says that though there may be challenges, there might be shortages of electricity, there may be shortages of food, but know that there is no shortage of my love, there is no shortage of my peace, there is no shortage of my joy, there is no shortage of my abundance. My love is unending, my love is infinite, and it will be here for now and forevermore. And know that love is what you truly seek. You do not seek things outside of yourself. You seek love. And God is pouring his love right across the planet now, helping humanity to be reconnected to this love. God says that fear will not solve anything. Fear will only push you further away from my love. Help all of my children to return to love and to know that they are safe, that they are secure, and that in truth the planet is abundant. There is an abundance of resources on the earth plane. There is more than enough to go around, and allow this to be shared so that all of humanity may access it equally. This is part of the divine plan of God. This is part of the transformation that each and every soul is experiencing, so they too may return to love and return to a deeper experience of peace and joy and truth. We just feel this love surrounding the planet. We feel the vibration of humanity increasing. We feel the consciousness of humanity uplifting, so that people begin to connect to their truth. connect to this divine love, helping them to remember that they are part of something bigger. They are part of God's creation and they have a role to play. And we, as earth angels and light workers throughout the world, our mission and goal is to spread this love, and we can be silent in our work because our love radiates right across everyone that we encounter in our day to day life. God enables us to spread this love through our presence. And God says, though we may not reach many, we are making an impact far more than we may realize. So we thank God for all of the presents that God has bestowed upon us. We thank Jesus and Mother Mary and the archangels and the unicorns and all of the angels for sending forth their healing to the earth plane and to support humanity at this time. And now, Jesus and Mother Mary come to take our hand again, and they gently float us back down to the earth plane, back down to our living room, back to where we started our meditation. And we thank Jesus and Mother Mary for supporting us today and for helping us reconnect to the divine love of God. May you go in peace now with the love of God in your heart. Amen.
Oh, oh, Alistair, that was powerful and tender and brilliant and gentle and just incredible. I felt every one of those gifts from the archangels and the beings of light. I feel them now part of me. Oh, thank you so much. That was amazing.
You're very welcome.
Oh, I can just say, oh, oh. So what we're going to do now is to let you share with each other because it's so important to connect and be able to say, oh, to each other. Say, oh, I felt those gifts so personally. So, Catherine, if you could please set up the breakout rooms. We're going to have about 3 or 4 people in each breakout room. And yeah, Jana Marie says, "Wowee!" Say there, you are awesome. Yes, thank you, Jana Marie. Absolutely. So Catherine's going to send us off to breakout rooms for about 6 minutes. And what I want you to share about was your experience during that meditation so that you can share how you felt, what you knew, what you saw, what you heard, and have a chance of sharing this with each other, to speak those words out loud. I could see that golden rod of light. I could feel that cloak of golden energy. I could feel that golden orb. I could feel that white energy. I can't even remember everything now. It was just so many. The sword, I held the sword. I could feel myself holding that sword over my head. I could feel that beautiful armor of light. Whatever it is, I want you to be able to share with each other. So it's going to be a quick share. So let's see. Let's have the person go first who's wearing the closest to pink. You can figure that out. The closest to pink. And so now when we come back, we'll have a little bit more sharing in the big group. So Catherine, can you please send everyone, are you ready to send everyone to those breakout rooms? Oh, okay. Okay, please send everyone to those breakout rooms. Thank you, Catherine. Oh, beautiful. Hi, Nicole. Does she have a room? There we go. Okay, beautiful. So let's
Yeah,
pause
I
recording.
um I'm just going to double check. I
It's okay.
pretty much, yeah, I had actually several people came in during.
Oh, you are all shining. Look at you. You are just so radiant after that amazing experience. Ah, oh, we just had a chance to talk about it amongst ourselves, and it was just remarkable, just like you were. So, who wants to share about that? If you want to share with the whole group, you move your cursor or your finger to the reactions button on the bottom of your screen and raise your hand, because I would love to hear about your experiences and sharing with each other. So, who wants to share? Be brave, speak up. Rena! Oh, Rena! Oh, yes, Rena. Yes, please. Can you please unmute yourself, Rena? Unmute. Do your unmute, please, Rena.
Okay.
There. Whew! How was that, Rena?
Oh, it was just great. I have never felt such energy and such love. And as I was telling the people I was with, it felt like it just spread out and out and out and out into the world. Really, it was a universal meditation for me. And it was so blissful and so joyous and so very special. It was, Alistair, it was amazing.
Thank you, Rena. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Rena. Oh, beautiful. Oh, you are so radiant. I just see your radiance. Thank you. And Susan has her hand up. So thank you. Thank you, Rena. And Susan, can you unmute yourself, please? Oh, they're tricky. She can't unmute herself. Okay. Okay.
Oh, there it goes.
There we go. Okay, beautiful. How was that for you, Susan?
First of all, I'd like to just thank Alistair so much. The energy was palpable, the flow was palpable, heart-centered, so all-encompassing. And it was lovely to share with the different ladies. I agree with Rena. It was a universal experience. It was energy for us, but also the planet and beyond the planet to all life and creation that we're part of. Could see the beautiful lights emanating, like Dr. Kimberly was saying, the sword coming in. And one of the images that came near the end of your meditation was this beautiful fountain of love that anyone could go to and drink from.
Oh, wow.
You know, the invitation is there for all souls to do that. Like the waters of life, which are love. In the atoms, everything in the space between atoms is love. Like everything is love in action and in creation. So thank you so much. It was amazing.
You're very welcome, Susan.
Oh, thank you, Susan. Oh, delightful.
Thank God. We praise God.
Thank you for sharing that. I've had that experience of the atoms being love. Everything love. Thank you. Thank you. And one more. We have Monica. Monica, can you please unmute yourself? How was that?
Yeah. I just wanted to share this with the group because I remember that last night I said that I didn't feel anything and I didn't see anything with the meditation. And tonight instead, well, I could feel and I could see. So it was kind of an amazing experience, you know, kind of, yeah, an amazing experience, wonderful, very powerful meditation. And for me to feel and see was like, yeah, an experience that I didn't have before. So that's what I want to say. And I feel very emotional now as I'm talking. I want to say thank you, Alistair. I really loved your meditation. And I hope we are going to have a recording because it's lovely. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Thank you.
God bless
thank
you,
you.
Monica. You're welcome.
Monica, that makes my soul sing.
Thank you. Katie.
Your soul doth magnify the Lord, Monica. You are so radiant with love. I'm
I
so
feel all this
happy.
emotion going on. It's kind of strange.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Mm. So hang with that. We're going to thank you, Monica. Oh, what good news. So the hearts. I'm seeing hearts. Okay, Jana Marie. Okay, one more. Jana Marie, if you could please unmute yourself. Beautiful.
I know you said just one more, but I have to be one more.
Okay.
Alistair, I have to acknowledge Alistair for your absolutely beautiful altar. And I love the color of your scarf. That's like my signature color, you know? And I really want to say it's so amazing watching when I made you full screen. It's like I was in a church and I was just alone with you, you know? Because most people, you know how they teach you on Zoom to put the thing up high so you don't see your double chin and, you know, make sure your lighting's right. And there's all these things they tell you to do. And you're not doing any of them that I've been taught to do. And you look fabulous. And it's like you really are like up on high. Like when I first put you on big screen, I felt like you were on high. So you were just so in this blessed space that was on high. That's all I can keep thinking is you're on high. And it was such a high to spend this time with you. So thank you so very much for being
You're
here
so welcome.
and sharing your gifts with us.
Thank you. God bless
Oh,
you.
thank you so much, Jana Marie. Oh, I agree with you totally. I so enjoyed that that trip to Source, to God. Yes. I often go there, and so it's a very precious place for me to go. So thank you, Alistair. So now we've got two things. Alistair has a gift for everyone, and that gift is his Unicorn Meditation Sparkle Like a Diamond. You want to tell us about that, Alistair?
Well, if you like the energy of the unicorns, we connected to them a little bit there, but they're really, really special. They bring forth the vibration of joy. So that meditation is going to help you to connect into your own unicorn guide, because we each have our own unicorn guide. And Mother Mary as well loves the unicorn. So the unicorns are very much part of Mother Mary's energy, and it's going to help you to connect into your passions. What is it that you've come here in the world to bring forth? The unicorns help you to bring forth your gifts, and it's also very healing as well. It works on your chakras so that your whole being literally radiates like a diamond, just like the unicorns do.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I'm so happy to hear that. So I'm putting in the chat right now the link to Alistair's speaker page, because that's where you will find the link to that unicorn meditation. It's in his shop there. You'll see a charge for it, but if you remember to type free into the discount code, you will get that beautiful unicorn sparkle like a diamond meditation. Whew. Oh, so we've got one more goodie coming from Alistair, and that is he's going to do a private 10-minute session with a lucky winner. And Catherine is going to organize the Wheel of Names spin for us. Catherine, can you take over the screen and do that Wheel of Names spin? Where are you? I've
Sorry,
lost.
I forgot I was in. I was muted.
There you are.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you get to
I'm-
win once. And this is going to be a private session. Oh, there we go. Okay, Wheel of Names. We're going to do the spin.
Okay, are we ready to spin then?
We're
I
ready to
don't-
spin.
Everybody's
Let's
name is in there. Okay.
spin. In the center. You click in the middle. There you go. Okay. It's Robert Philly. We'll have to see if Robert can respond. Robert, are you able to connect with your screen? Can you talk? Can you tell me in the chat, Robert, are you able to have this session? Can you unmute? Yesterday you didn't have your speaker or your camera connected, so I'm concerned that you're not going to be able to play. Okay, so I'm not seeing a response from Robert. So can you please spin again? Because you have to be able to be present to win right now. That's one of the rules. And
Okay.
please, if you could go again, please, Catherine. It's Lauren Rose. Oh, beautiful. Lauren Rose, so you didn't miss anything. Even though you came in late, you get to have the private 10-minute session with Alistair, and how sweet that is. So, Catherine, if you could bring us back onto the screen again. Yep, bring us back. Oh, beautiful. And Lauren, let me see. Are you, let's see. Lauren, let me see you. Where's Lauren? There you are. I see you. Okay, so Catherine, if you could please send Alistair and Lauren Rose off to that private 10-minute session in the breakout room. And the rest of you, we can conclude today, or you can stay and you can chat with me. You can share your experience and ask questions. So, yay! We have a winner. So this is a chance for us to hang out together and connect. So, bye, Alistair, and bye, Lauren Rose. We'll see you shortly. Enjoy. And I'm going to switch my view over to gallery. And so this is a wonderful chance for us all to connect. So who wants to share? Who's got a question? You can unmute yourselves. How was that for you? I want to hear from you. Pat, are you trying, Pat? Do I see that hand moving there? No, okay. Don't be shy. Noko, please unmute yourself. So if you wiggle your cursor,
I got it.
there you go. Okay.
So my computer went down when we were in the chat. So I'm using my phone now.
Okay.
So I did not get to share with Dr. Valerie my experience. So I'll share with everybody. I felt everything. Maybe not everything, but the one thing that stood out was the heart. I could feel the heart, just energy. Yeah, just that's what I have to say. Is I felt my heart, and I even I have a rose quartz heart on my altar, and I don't know how to explain it. It felt like it was going to explode almost, like so much in my heart. But that was my experience.
Oh, lovely, lovely. I love that. You know, when we are receiving these powerful transmissions of energy, it can feel like your heart wants to explode. And I'm with you on that beautiful heart that we received. And I have this, I've got it covered up a bit, but I have this incredible sapphire necklace. Let's see if you can see it here. Oh, here. Let's see.
Right.
I have this incredible sapphire necklace. That's a heart.
Well,
And I got this as a blessing, and this is called a Shasta sapphire because it's pink with a tinge of violet in it, and it carries that energy of Mount Shasta and violet and Saint Germain and deep love and the mother's love. And I felt when he was doing that heart part, I felt this heart. Not only my own heart, but I felt it go into this heart to hold the energy for me. And I thought, oh, no wonder I wanted to wear this today. It's big, so I had it kind of covered up. You know, it's It's a treasure to me. So yeah, that heart. So thank you, Noko, for sharing that with us. Yes. Who else wants to share about what was the highlight for you? Just unmute yourself or raise your hand, one or the other. Oh, please, Susan. Unmute yourself.
Okay, it's more of a question, and it might be
Okay.
for everyone
Okay.
that's doing this. Anyone else having difficulty sleeping and having a lot of dreams and those kinds of things? Because that's what since the night before the summit started to now, it's like, yeah, very little sleep.
I can answer that.
Yeah.
So when the energy really comes in intensely like it is right now, like I'm really happily surprised at the power of the energy that's coming into us. And this is what happens when you say yes to angel guidance. Like when little over 3 weeks ago, when the angels asked me to do this, to host this event, knowing the magnitude of it, part of me was saying, "Oh, you got to be kidding me." And I also know that when I get a big ask like that from the divine, I've learned that I need to say yes immediately and get into action. And so that intensity of that energy started flowing for me the moment I said yes. And so the moment you said yes and stepped in, the moment you did that little opt-in with your name and your email, and you said yes, you gave permission, boom, that energy started to flow, because we need this energy right now for the transformation that's happening on earth. It's literally being infused into our physical bodies, our energy bodies, our light bodies are getting awakened. And like the meditation today with Alistair, it's being grounded into the earth for the changes that are coming forward. And what that can mean is sleepless nights. So I've had countless sleepless nights, literally vibrating, buzzing in my bed, unable to sleep. But I've managed to learn to relax and rest. And so when I can just breathe and relax and rest on those sleepless nights, by the morning, I feel just as restored as if I had slept. And so sometimes it helps to So I'm sorry, I'm getting a message about the breakout room, and Catherine is on that. So thank you, Catherine. Okay. So when I can rest, I often will play some nice soothing music to help my brain chill out, because sometimes my brain will go kind of crazy. So I'll play like a sleep meditation or some nice sleep music. There's wonderful sleep music on YouTube that can go, up to 8 hours. So I've done that. I see thumbs up. And you just breathe and rest into it. So thank you for that beautiful question, Susan. And I saw other people saying, yep, yep, yep. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Monica, yes, Monica, do you want to unmute yourself?
I would like to share something. I also had this insomnia kind of thing, but because I had insomnia before, I thought it's just my usual insomnia play up again tonight, or it's the full moon, because sometimes when there is the full moon, the energy is amplified and I have these sleepless nights. Also, the day after the first day of the summit, I experienced a roller coaster of emotions, anger, rage, everything. Was like, what's going on? Nothing happened that triggered these emotions, sadness. I was during the day going from one thing to another for apparent no reason.
Oh, let me tell you the reason. There's a big reason.
Please do.
the big reason was you had that session the other day with oh, you remember that session? You on our very
Yeah.
first day, you had that session talking about wanting to clear up the mess.
Yes.
And 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 you received a massive energy infusion during that session. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do now.
And so when we're holding this energy inside ourselves, like the mess that you described, we all I certainly have messes in my life too. When we're holding that energy of a mess in ourselves, there's frustration, there's anger, there's resentment, there's rage, there's sadness, there's grief. All these emotions are in that stuff that's a mess in our lives. And when you went through that very brief healing the other day that was so powerful, it opened up those emotions to express themselves. So, Monica, as those emotions are coming forward over the next few days, they might keep going for a few more days. What I encourage you to do is, as they come up, say, "Oh, bless you, anger. Released. You are gone. Thank you. Gone. Bless you, sadness. I am so happy you're coming out. Bless you. Move on through. Gone. Bless you, rage. Thank you so much. I am so happy for your blessing. I release you. You are gone." Can you get the feeling of that, Monica?
Yes. Yes. Thank you ever so much. I just couldn't make sense of what was happening and why.
Yeah.
I obviously, because I learn, through the years, kind of let it happen, let it be, go with it is the only way instead of repressing it. I learned, so I let it be, but it was like, all day long was like one thing, then the next, then the next, then the next. I was like, hey, stop, it's running too fast.
You can also ask if it has a message. Sometimes, as those emotions come up for release, they are just as happy to be released as you are to have them go. So just make sure you don't just push them back down again, but let them come out and celebrate with them. Do a hate dance, put on some nice music and do a hate dance. Listen to its message. See what it's trying to tell you, because they all have such an important message. They're about boundaries. They're about not speaking up for yourself. They're about things that have happened that caused you pain in the past. And they are just erupting and coming out in this beautiful fast flow. Out you go, sweep you away. And it's such a blessing. So thank you for sharing that, Monica, because we might have other people with us who are having a similar experience. So thank you, Monica. That was important and powerful.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Catherine. I see Alistair and Lauren Rose are about ready to come back, and we'll be able to see them. Oh, I'm seeing the love. I'm seeing the love. Let's pin Alistair and Alistair and Lauren Rose again. Oh, I see tissues. Oh, fabulous. Oh, oh, I love it when I see tissues. I'm going to bring you in, Lauren Rose. Hope that's okay. This is just beautiful, beautiful. And I'm going to say, oh, look at you. Oh, beautiful. How was that, Lauren Rose? Oh, here, let me give you, unmute yourself. Can you, oh, I can tell that
That
was
was very helpful with the difficulties going on at the time. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. Thank you, Alistair.
You're welcome.
Oh, isn't
The healing will
Alistair amazing?
continue. The healing will continue in the background.
Okay.
Anything else you want to share with us, Lauren Rose? I understand it's very private.
No. It's been a very challenging week. So I'll just stay muted now.
I understand. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Love to you, Lauren Rose. So thank you again, Alistair. What a blessing to have you here.
My pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. It's been an awesome experience, and I look forward to more beautiful days that lie ahead.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Would you like to do a short blessing for us as we close?
Oh, yes, certainly.
Okay.
We ask now that God, our Heavenly Father, will bestow on us His divine, unending, unconditional love, so that we may feel it in our hearts, so that we know that we are loved. And remember that love is what we are seeking. God says, you are that which you are seeking. It's not outside of you in material things or other people or other places or things. It is within you. And when you look in the mirror, look at yourself and say, I am that which I am seeking. I am that which I have been seeking my entire life. And I'm right here, right now. I am complete and I am loved. So go forward knowing that you are loved unconditionally by God, and spread that love wherever you go, because our world so needs it. And love will uplift your heart, will lift your family, your friends, your community, and will uplift all of humanity. Blessings upon each and every one of you. Go in peace to love and serve God. Amen.
Oh, amen. Thank you so much, Alistair. Oh, that was a beautiful blessing. I feel that in my heart and my soul. And Dr. Valerie wants to share something. So, Dr. Valerie, would you like to unmute yourself?
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Hi, everyone.
I'm so happy to see you.
Me too. Thank you. I just wanted to highlight a couple things I put in the chat for everyone. I'm not having trouble sleeping during the summit, but when I have, or when I wake up in the middle of the night, a couple of tips that work for me is, first thing is, don't look at your clock. Somehow when you look at your clock to see what time it is and how much more time you have before an alarm goes off or something like that, you pull yourself into the conscious mind and you're actually more awake. So it would be better to just not worry about what time it is. Trust that if you have to get up at a certain time, your body will wake you up, and just stay in the space of, I'm still in sleeping space, even though I appear to myself to be awake right now. And then I use Insight Timer. If I lie down and I can't seem to get back to sleep, there's an app you can get on your phone. It's called Insight Timer, and you can do a search, and I will do searches for sleep meditations. And I use the solfeggio scale, and there are lots of them. There's some that are just rain, and there are others that are very specific music that are harmonized to the solfeggio scale. And so I go for the 800 hertz, and I just lay my phone on my pillow and let it do its job. And I usually end up, meaning like 98% of the time, I wake up and I'm like, oh, well, that worked, because I never heard the end of the meditation. Some of them can be 6 minutes, some of them are an hour, some of them are 20 minutes. And as long as I don't have to worry about my phone overheating or anything, just laying it on my pillow, I know I'm getting good energy. I don't question whether there are, weird energies because of the phone. I just don't allow that into my space. You're at a high vibration, so how could it even get in anyway? So I just anchor in that high vibration, and boom, I wake up rested, and usually I'm transported somewhere. So I know that Divine is working with me through that meditation, and it was all perfect. The other thing I would say is in the release cycle, in the aspect of releasing things, especially DNA level, epigenetically held ancestral wounding, right? So sometimes we have wounding where we're like, I don't know whose this is. I don't remember, I can't attach this to anything in my lifetime. Is it really mine? So a lot of us, like I know for a fact that I'm part of my divine promise was to transmutate. Here comes the energy. Yeah, my ancestors are jumping for joy, is to transmute their sorrow, their grief, their shame, their wounds around the history of my culture in the United States and elsewhere. And when I wasn't aware of that, I carried it as my own wound. And so part of the release, in addition to other things, this is not instead of, this is in addition to other things, is this thing called the skeleton dance. And the skeleton dance is an indigenous practice that comes across the miles from Haiti and Africa and other places. And it is basically just, you don't even need music. You could just talk to yourself and say, okay, self, we are lovingly going to release whatever cellular structures of energy this is that are no longer serving us. And then you just allow yourself to move. Like, you don't need to move in rhythm to something. You don't need to move it the way you were taught dancing looks like. It's all about just feel your body. Like sometimes it might just be you need to do this over and over and over and over and over. Sometimes I've felt my neck just wanting to do that. Sometimes I've just been doing that. And whatever you are called to do in the moment, allow your body to move. It's a release. And I have a disability, so sometimes I'm only doing it sitting down. It doesn't matter. Just allow yourself to transmute stuckness by moving, by allowing the body to tell you what piece might need to move as a part of the healing movement, the movement of healing. Many blessings.
Thank you, Dr. Valerie. What a blessing. Thank you. So we'll see you all tomorrow, and it is Dr. Kathleen O'Connor tomorrow. Tomorrow is, if you've noticed here in America, it's the anniversary of September 11th, and Kathleen wrote a beautiful prayer for that. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.